Salve! My name is Vittoria Colonna. I'm a poet from Naples, Italy, and a dear friend of Michelangelo. We met in Rome in 1536. I was 46 at the time and he was 61. I later moved to Orvieto, but we kept in touch, writing each other letters and sonnets. I'd like to tell you a little more about Michelangelo, if I may. Michelangelo was a wonderful artist from Florence, Italy. I asked him once how he became so skilled at subtractive sculpture, and he told me it was due to the fact that he grew up in a house of a stonecutter, and his father owned a rock quarry, so he learned how to use a hammer and chisel. It just occurred to me that you might not know what subtractive sculpture means. Subtractive means produced by removing or taking away from the original material. So this means Michelangelo started with a big block of marble and cut away the pieces he didn't want in order to create his masterpieces. Michelangelo preferred to carve his sculptures out of marble rather than cast in bronze because it was cheaper to do so. Carving is a sculpting method in which material is cut or chipped away, and casting is a sculpting method in which melted material is poured into a mold. One of his earliest pieces was Madonna of the Steps. He created this low-relief sculpture while attending the Humanist Academy. He was 17 at the time. I'll start off by telling you what relief means. Relief means a type of sculpture in which forms and figures are projected from the front only. And low relief is the kind of relief that stands out in space only slightly. One of Michelangelo's most completed work was the Pietà, which he sculpted when he was 25. This is one of his first freestanding sculptures. He once overheard a viewer give credit to another artist, so he went back and signed it. Michelangelo, Florentine, made this. This was the only piece he ever signed. The Pietà is a freestanding sculpture, which means surrounded on all sides by space. This differs from relief sculpture because the marble is cut out on all sides instead of just the front. Michelangelo's most famous sculpture is probably his David. It stands 17 feet high and is carved out of marble. He completed it when he was only 26 years old. The Rondanini Pietà was the last sculpture he ever worked on. He worked on it all day, and 2 days later he came down with a fever. The next day he died. He was 88 years old. Michelangelo will always be remembered for the amazing works of art he created.